Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and I think we have just unlocked Girag, so let's do that and I'm going to show you how I went about farming him. So I'm just going to let this play. If I'm going a little bit too fast for you, just pause and you can read the information yourself. Okay, that didn't unlock him, so we're going to go back in. I'm going to show you exactly what it is I'm doing. So first of all I'm going to show you the deck list. So the problem with Girag is he's got a lot of destruction abilities, which means they can't really use U-Bell in the usual farming method. So what we're going to do is opening move, we're going to synchro into Samurai Destroyer, and you don't really care about these effects. The only effect you care about is if this face-up card and the owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can target one machine-type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And this is a machine-type monster, so you're just going to special summon it over and over and over again. And the whole idea here is just try and rush through your deck as quickly as possible. We're using the Cards of Consonance, and we're using these Dragon Tuners and these Dragon Tuners in order to draw additional cards. We're also using Junk Converters to discard a tuner and then search out Fluor Synchrons to our hands. And we are using Reinforcement of the Army to draw into the Junk Converters. And then the last part is all needed for the combo. So Gravekeeper's Vassal is going to be the thing that's going to do it for us. Any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is instead treated as effect damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to deal 10,500 effect damage, burn damage, to the opponent rather than any physical damage. And we're going to do it by special summoning Mech Knight Red Moon, which, if there's two or more cards in the same column, you can special summon this card from your hand to that column. So that also includes the opponent's side of the field. So if the opponent has, say, a set monster in defense mode, you can just set a spell trap underneath that monster and then special summon Mech Knight, because there's now two cards in that column. And he's 2300 attack, this is 2600 attack, and of course Gravekeeper's Vassal is 700 attack. So if we use two union attacks, then Gravekeeper's Vassal attack goes up to 10,500 and then attacks directly. And that is exactly what we are going to do. So let us just go in, and there is Girag himself. We want to go on the level 40. We want the rewards at reward 3 down here, and we're going to click on Duel. And we're also just going to use the items just in case anything goes horribly wrong here. Doesn't matter if we've got loads of them, might as well just use all of them. You don't need to use all of them, you don't need to use any gems if you don't have them, of course. And of course Labyrinth Builder is the skill that we're using, which is Paradox Brothers. And what Labyrinth Builder is you can shuffle two cards from your hand back into your deck to create a Labyrinth Ball, which is exactly what we are going to be doing. So this is an interesting hand because we've got Card of Consonance and Junk Converter, both of which we can use to draw additional cards, or we can just ignore both of them, which I don't really want to. So if we use Card of Consonance, there's a chance we might not draw into a tuner. So I'm going to use Junk Converter, which will guarantee get as a tuner. I know that Galaxy Serpent is a tuner as well, but we want to try and get through our deck as quickly as possible. We want to just deck thin as much as possible. So we are going to put Union Attack and Harpy's Feather Duster back into the deck because neither of them are quite necessary. We're just going to create a Labyrinth Ball here, then we're going to normal summon the Fluor Synchron, then we will synchro those into our Samurai Destroyer. Doesn't matter where we place it, but we're going to put it in this extra monster zone, because if it does survive there, and that is perfectly fine. We weren't going to use the effect of Fluor Synchron anyway to special summon a level 2 or lower monster from our hand. It is only really in there as a search target for Junk Synchron. And now we come to the part where we just start drawing through our deck and just passing, because the opponent cannot get rid of Samurai Destroyer. And again, you're just waiting until you draw into parts that allow you to draw through the deck, because you want to get through your deck faster than the opponent gets through his deck. So you can see we have 15 cards in our deck, he has 13, so it's important for us to get into these draw parts. We are getting into the endgame combo pieces, but what we need to see is some dragon tuners. We do run 5 of them. There's one. So these things essentially turn into miniature pot of greeds. Unfortunately, that's a Fluor Synchron, which doesn't help us. So what I'm going to do in this instance is I'm going to set one card here so that we're not losing anything, so we don't need to discard anything. That's fine. Even if he destroys it, it would have been discarded anyway, so we didn't lose anything there. And we do have a junk converter, so we're going to activate that. We search out our last Fluor Synchron, and then we're going to reinforcement the army to get another junk synchron. Or junk converter, sorry, not junk synchron. We have 4 cards left in our deck, which is significantly better than what we were at just a minute ago. We don't have any way of getting any additional cards. As we can see here, Junk Converter can only be normal summoned or set. We can't activate his effect because we can only activate Junk Converter's effect once per turn. I don't think we've got any Fluor Synchrons left in our deck anyway. And we are unfortunately out of Card of Constance as well. So just to show you that the option is not there to activate Junk Converter. So we're down to 3 cards left in deck, and really we just want to continue drawing and ending. Doesn't matter what we discard as long as we don't discard combo pieces at this point. That is 1 combo piece, and we've got 1 card left to draw, so we are just going to get rid of this. And there we are, we have no cards left in our deck. We've got the Harpy's Feather Duster, so let's just use it to show you what the opponent has in back row. Nothing of any great interest. Because there is already 2 cards in this column here, we can special summon Mech Knights there, but if you didn't have 2 cards in that zone, you can just as easily go set a card like that, and then you can special summon Mech Knight to either here or here, because there's now 2 cards in this column. We're going to summon it to here, just to show off. Normal summon, and then we're going to activate Secret Past the Treasures, which is going to allow Griefkeeper's Vassal to attack directly. We're going to activate Union Attack, which is going to give the attack of all monsters on my side of the field to him, and he is going to be the only card that's going to be able to attack. We're just going to do that twice. And of course, Union Attack says the monster cannot inflict battle damage to your opponent, and other monsters can't attack, which is fine because he's not inflicting battle damage, he's inflicting effect damage. So now we're just going to proceed to the battle phase. The 2 Union Attacks both activate, puts him on 10,500 attack, and then he can attack directly for 10,500, and that's 10,500 burn damage as opposed to battle damage. And there we go, that is now finished. And let's take a look at the rewards. So of course we use the multiplier here. We didn't need to, but just since we're doing it anyway. So this is the thing that we really care about. We're going to talk about it once everything is finished. As you can see, the points are just going up. There we go, so it's 10,400. So we got 2,000 for winning the duel. We got 500 points for taking no damage because we summoned out a Samurai Destroyer very early on. We got 500 for cards on the brink. That means we had no cards left in our deck. Victory by effect damage only was another 1,000 points because we dealt no battle damage, only effect damage. We played a prismatic card, we played a glossy card. We dealt over 9,999 damage because we dealt 10,500, and that gave us 3,000 points. We activated a spell, we performed a special summon, we performed a synchro summon, which was another 500 in total, 400 and 100. The result booster was used, which gives us another 1,000, and the campaign bonus is another 1,000, giving us a total of 10,400. And then we also used the reward multiplier times 3, which means that we get 499,200 points, which brings our total up quite a bit, and you can see we got quite a few things from that little part there. That has also increased Girag's friendship duels, so that goes up as well. And I think that's maybe the unlock as well. Oh no, it's just tour guide. My mistake. Okay, so we've got the baseball duel, and I think baseball duel might be the last thing that we need to do. Oh no, we're actually just a little bit off there. We only need just a tiny bit more to finish that off, and that should give us Girag himself. We're also very, very close to the playmat. The playmat also happens at the same time as this, so that is how to get him. And if we go into how to play, you can see there the recommended rewards are win 3 games against Team Girls Are Here. So that is the requirement to unlock him. It isn't to do with points for this one. So as you can see, we just got the next baseball duel, I think. Ah, right, it's not in this area, it's in this one. I thought it would just give me the option, but no, we have to go down to Zexel. And then, oh, we can actually just take this, it's free. And then there is the baseball duels. So if you do 3 baseball duels, then you unlock the character as well. But that is going to be it for this little video, folks. That was just my showing you the tutorial of how to farm Girag and how to get all the points and things and how to get his playmat and his sleeves. So I really hope that you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give us a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go up. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.